Let's talk about the top 6 ways people cheat in marriage today. Over the past 17 years as a private investigator, I have unfortunately seen pretty much everything when it comes to infidelity. Just when I think I've seen it all, well, someone comes along and surprises me. From rendezvous in the parks, malls, grocery stores, parking lots, hotels, motels, airports, restaurants, fast food joints, workout gyms, neighborhood walks, bus stations, train stations, hiking trails, lakes, and rivers, you name it, I have seen it all. But that is not what this video is all about. You see, after seeing all these things, I have also noticed some trends in how those affairs take place, and that is what I will be sharing with you today. According to a recent GSS General Social Survey, 1 in 5 people, that's 20%, 1 in 5 people will cheat in their marriage over their lifetime. Do the math. That's 1 in 5 people. So out of 5 couples, 2 of those individuals could end up cheating on their spouse at some point. Now that is an average, and there are a lot of other things that go into play besides just the numbers and the averages, but that 20% number blew me away. Now remember, this video is not about why people cheat, but rather it is a list of the top 6 people who people cheat with based on what I have seen over the past 17 years as a private investigator, and this pertains to emotional affairs and physical affairs. This video is sponsored by OREP Insurance and Working PI Magazine. OREP is a leading provider of private investigator liability insurance. Visit orep.org for a quote today. First is old boyfriends and girlfriends. Now, I am not talking about the age of the boyfriend or girlfriend, rather, old boyfriends or girlfriends from someone's past, from high school, from college, childhood neighbors, or something like that. Social media has made it easier than ever for people to reconnect today. And when it comes to past romantic partners, yep, you can be guaranteed that there are people out there searching, trolling every single day, looking at all of the social media sites, be it Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever. They are out there looking for their past lovers. You see, people are lonely. They reminisce about the past. Something reminds them about their prom or that one special party they went to or that one special person. It just takes one little thing, one tiny spark for them to get on the internet and start searching. And it usually starts out kind of innocent. Unlike decades ago when breakups were breakups and they meant never seeing that person again, a simple online search along with a quick message can reignite an old flame. This is one that we see all the time, especially if they find that old girlfriend or that old boyfriend and that person happens to be somebody, that's really doing well. A doctor maybe, or a politician, or something that really gets them excited about seeing them again. And all it takes is a simple, hey, how are you doing message that can quickly escalate into that inappropriate relationship. Besides the old boyfriends and girlfriends, though, there are the neighbors. Yep, people do have affairs with neighbors from time to time. While it is low on the list, it is something that we have seen often. You see, proximity breeds familiarity, opportunity, and temptation. When you're able to see over the fence or you see the neighbor out doing lawn work or something like that, if they are wearing provocative clothes, if there is something attractive to the other person, well, that proximity really does help. And they already know the individual. Most people know their neighbors, especially their immediate neighbors. They see them on a regular basis. Living in the same area means frequent interactions, whether that's through casual walks around the neighborhood or seeing each other while doing yard work, or maybe neighborhood gatherings, block parties, or other community events and meetings. And these repeated encounters can sometimes lead to inappropriate relations, especially if someone is unhappy in their marriage. And you know what? The neighbor is likely to know that they're unhappy in that relationship. They may hear the yelling and the screaming and see the fighting and the arguments and all of that jazz. Now, a huge one we have seen involves children's sports leagues. Now, for men, other moms in the league often become a source of temptation. It's pretty easy if dad's going out and he's going to the soccer game or he's going to the basketball game or to swim lessons or something like that, and all of these other young moms are there. And for women, coaches seem to be particularly attractive as potential affair partners. We have run into this a few times where the woman taking the kids to soccer, basketball, swim lessons, whatever it is, and then they get a little too close, a little too familiar with one of the coaches, and then it all spirals down from there. A lot of times, because of that sport, because of the children, that helps the two of them relate to each other even more. And as children's sports leagues become more time consuming, parents often divide responsibilities, leading to solo interactions with other parents or coaches. So dad might be taking them to the baseball practices on Saturday mornings, but mom's taking them over to soccer practices on Tuesday afternoons. And those frequent interactions during practices and games creates an environment where affairs can easily develop. Let's now talk about friends of a spouse. Now we are getting serious. Married couples who frequently socialize with other couples sometimes find themselves attracted to their friends' spouses. I know it seems weird, but it happens more times than you can imagine. We have run across this a lot where couples go out together, they do whatever, they go out to dinner once a week, they might go bowling, they might go golfing, whatever, hiking, and then one of the individuals in one of the marriages gets involved with the other one because they got so attracted, and they have that time to flirt with each other, and it doesn't seem so flirtatious because they're friends. This can happen over dinner. It can happen over drinks, liquor, and drugs affected as well. Inappropriate movies can affect this. Concerts that they go to and other entertainment venues can open up those doors for those folks. And another one related to friends of the spouse is vacationing together, spending extended time with each other, and forming those close connections. This can increase the likelihood of attractions to each other and an affair. Many assume this dynamic is more common among men, but both men and women, from our experience, are equally guilty of engaging in infidelity. Then there is the old workout center, the gym. Women often become involved with their personal trainers, especially in fitness-focused environments like CrossFit. Let's face it, most personal trainers are usually very physically fit, and they fill their workout clothing much better than some of us. Many women around the age of 40 start focusing on health. They hire trainers and they gain confidence. They get encouragement from those trainers, and this sometimes leads to romantic entanglements. And let's not forget about the men. The gym provides repeated encounters with a gym buddy, or in other words, a crush, which creates an opportunity for an affair. We've seen this many times. They get up early in the morning, they're going to go see their gym buddy, but what happens after that workout? Do they go to work? Do they go out to breakfast with their gym buddy? Do they go somewhere else with their gym buddy? No matter how you look at it, the formula for affairs remains the same. Proximity creates opportunity. Opportunity then leads to temptation, and temptation leads to infidelity. The most common that we have seen by far are co-workers. That's right, co-workers. Workplace affairs are the number one type of infidelity that we've seen. Co-workers often spend more time together than they do with their spouses. Did you hear me there? Co-workers often spend more time together than with their spouses. They're working at work 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. And if they're working Saturdays and Sundays, getting a lot of overtime, it's even more time that they're spending with their coworkers. And they get very close to their coworkers. They start to share the intimate facts of their life. They start to share what they like and what they dislike, all of those things. And that gets them even closer and closer together. Common scenarios include office romances that start casually over lunches and business dinners, and then they escalate into full-blown affairs. Work trips is another one. Conferences. If you're going to conferences all the time, if you're doing overnight stays, flying to another state, doing all these out of town meetings, this can further increase the likelihood of a physical relationship developing outside of the marriage. With those trips, with those meetings, with those conferences, this now provides distance from the spouse. So they feel safer believing they're never going to get caught when this happens. Co-workers often end up at restaurants and bars after meetings too. It just sometimes happen. Me and the guys, we're going to go out. We're going to have a few beers. And then she says, oh, me and the girls, we're going to go out and we're going to have a few drinks. And then the guys, they see the girls, and it just takes the two of them to see each other. And then they start doing a little dancing, they start doing a little talking, they start doing a little romancing, and who knows where else it will go. And the professional world has changed with more women in the workforce, leading to more opportunities for workplace romantics. What others should be on this list that you know of? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, if you want to know more about what I have discovered over the last 17 years as a private investigator, then check out this video.